Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have Hermes bag and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from our factory in China, see the real world for yourself.
I am about to crash out. Seriously, I'm crashing out. China, they on our ass. Let me tell you something. Y'all see all these damn bags that I have? Okay? These are the bags they're talking about. Like, I have a Birkin, a Fendi, a Louis. I've never even used this bag yet. A Chanel, Louis, Fendi, Chanel, Gucci, Louis. And you're telling me what I have spent on all these bags, I could have went to China and got them and not spent all this money? China, I'm coming. But let me just show you all the bags that I actually really have. Look at this. Jack Moose, Louis, Hermes, Louis, Dior, 3 Chanels, Fendi, YSL, Chanel, Louis, Chanel, Louis, Gucci, Chanel. All of this stuff that I spent my hard-earned money on, all of this, are you freaking telling me that I overpaid for all of this shit? Let me go on Expedia or whatever and find me an airline ticket to China because I'm coming. I'm coming to see y'all. Look for me. And I also want to add that this Louis wallet, it legit say made in France. Made in France. I am now checking all my shit. China. I'm coming.
I cannot tell you how much I am enjoying all of this back and forth discourse on TikTok regarding luxury goods and where they're actually made. I've been screaming this forever. Even if I was a billionaire, do not believe that I would spend the money on luxury goods. And I'll tell you why. I've known this about China and how they produce a majority of the luxury goods for years. I worked for a major fashion women's retailer. I worked at their headquarters for 22 years. Most all of our products were made overseas in China. I had lots of dealings with different vendors, and this is the way business is done. China is cheap labor. If you think your luxury goods are any different, they're just not. You have been brainwashed. This is why I really have to hold my tongue sometimes when I see people come on and bash the Yellow App girlies that are, putting their links, like myself. Like I purchase from the Yellow App quite often, and the reason I purchase is because I know from years of experience, I know that the handbag quality, that the quality of the leather, that the quality is the same. Now, are there some bad ones? Yes, absolutely. Do you have to be discerning and do your homework and do your research and purchase from reputable sellers? Yes. But don't ever come for the yellow up girlies, because we know, and we've been knowing this secret for a very long time. There is no need, there is no sense in spending and soaking thousands of dollars. And I see some of these young girls that are taking entire savings, or they're going through Afterpay and doing these huge payments on bags that cost thousands of dollars that are no better quality than the ones you can get direct from China. Don't be fooled by these luxury corporations. If you want to spend thousands of dollars on something, go put it into yourself, put it into your body, put it into a trip. Take a cruise, go somewhere, go to Italy. Do the things that really are worth the money, because I can tell you right now, those designer bags are not it, girls. They're not it. You would be shocked.
What do you mean luxury bags are made in China, when they made us believe that these luxury bags are made in Italy and France? And now, have you seen this trendy video where Chinese are exposing these luxury brands, letting people know that, oh, these bags, that these luxury brands like Zara, Nike, Givenchy, your luxury brands. Check out this video up here to see some of the names. They actually manufacture these bags in China for a little bit amount of money. Now, these bags are taken down to Italy and France, where the logo is going to be attached to them. So once this logo is attached to them, then over there they are going to write made in Italy or made in France. And that is the reason why these celebrities, the big influencers, the rich people, will pay thousands of dollars to buy this bag, thinking, you know, it is worth the hype. It is thinking it is made in Italy, it is made in France. Because if they ever knew these bags were made in China, like, they would not be willing to pay such a high price to purchase a bag that was made from China. Now, I think China and US is having this kind of beef. So because of this beef, China manufacturers got angry and they came up and started exposing all these your luxury brands. So what people are actually buying, you are not buying the quality that you think you're getting from these luxury brands. You're actually buying the name, you're buying the logo, you get, not the bag. So China is offering, I think, is it free visa or something, for people to come and shop these bags directly from them in China, instead of sitting in the US or all these other countries to buy this bag at expensive and outrageous prices. You guys, things are really happening. You see, which brings me back to Nigeria. You see, this is our country. Somebody like me now, where I go dey look say I no fit afford Hermes, I no fit afford Louis Vuitton, I no fit afford Gucci, I go dey buy myself, I go dey stress myself, because all these influencers, they go dey flaunt this, they flaunt that. In the end, it is all made in China. The same made in China where we dey import, we go dey use our, we go dey feel say, oh, we imported our own from China, then they got their own from Italy, France, so it is more expensive. Meanwhile, na the same products. Na the same products. China don't provoke. You see this video up here, you can see the list of brands with, you can see the list, like, just take a look at them, the list of names of these high-end brands that are actually producing from China. They're actually manufactured in China, the same China we do China importation from, that same China. Funny how I also discovered that the leather they are even using for these luxury bags are imported from Nigeria, Kano to be precise, my people. This 2025 you never get it, you never get it, never happen. Even Jehovah Witness never witness what I don't see this year. We never even go off. Since they serve, I come in peace. So.
The bags come from China, but the leather comes from Nigeria. The bags are manufactured in China, but the leather, the exotic skins, the snake skin, the alligator, it comes from Kano, Nigeria. Come on in, let's talk about it. Yes, because I love that the Chinese manufacturers are coming on here and asserting that they are producing these luxury bags and luxury goods, but also Black people have a hand in that manufacturing by way of tanneries in Kano, Nigeria. So a tannery is a an institution, a business in which you are converting animal products like skins, leather, suede, alligator skins, snake skins, all kinds of exotic skins into textiles so that they can be used for goods, clothing, bags. And Kano, Nigeria is headquarters, world headquarters for this practice. And they have long since been headquarters for hundreds of years. So I interviewed during the pandemic a man named Winston, and he leads a business out of Kano, Nigeria called Winston Leathers. And they are actually a third generation tannery. So he confirmed that his tannery produces leather goods and exotic skins for brands like LVMH, so Louis Vuitton's portfolio of brands, Ralph Lauren, many other luxury brands. And I interviewed him on Twitter. I'll link to that thread so you can go back and read it. But yeah, he shared that this practice of providing exotic skins to the world, but specifically to China, goes back to the Silk Road, when traders in Mali were providing leather goods up through Morocco and on into Asia. Moroccan leather is known for its quality, and Winston actually shared that Moroccan leather can be traced back to Kano, Nigeria, and is actually Kano leather. So I love all the conversation that Chinese manufacturers have started around like amplifying that those goods are produced and manufactured in China. I want to go a layer deeper and talk about how Black people are actually contributing to the manufacturing as well, because the leather goods and the exotic skins that make up those bags that they're putting together in China actually started on the continent of Africa, in Nigeria. Okay, let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about all of it. And sorry, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna put my brush down to talk about some bags that I love by Black designers. So this beauty is Antelope. This is by a brand called Brother Valet. A Black woman named Aurora James leads that brand. I still wear fur. Don't kill me. I read a great New York Times article about how basically fur was phased out when Black women were able to access it in greater numbers. So basically, because Black women could access something that white people felt was exclusive to them, that's when they decided, oh no, vegan leather. And I am not a proponent of, inhumane treatment of animals, but I do love fur, and it is a part of Black womanhood, Black girlhood, rites of passage. We hand down fur coats. So I love a fur. Brother Valet has great bags, and they also benefit women in Africa who construct these bags. I want to talk about Hanifa. I can't get enough of Hanifa. I love Hanifa Muvemba as a person. And she is also a Black designer from the continent of Africa. She is from Congo, and she produces bags. This is a great bag. It comes in a larger size. It also comes in black, I believe, and maybe red. And yes, I love this bag. She sent this bag to me. Thank you so much, sister. Love this down and wear it. Okay. And we gotta talk about Loire. So Loire is headed by Raul Lopez. He is a person of color. And he's actually previously one half of Hood by Air. So if you're familiar with Hood by Air, they pioneered streetwear. He was one half of the duo who founded it and led it. So icon already. He circled back, okay, hit us with another brand called Loire. This is the ostrich texture. This is 100% genuine leather. It's ostrich textured. I also have a smooth version of this bag in brown. And then I also want to shout out another Black handbag designer named Wilglery. She has the brand Anima Iris. I had the pleasure of working with Wilglery when I was at Amazon. So I was brought to Amazon. Many of you know I work in luxury fashion. Hi, I'm Shelby. I'm a costume and fashion historian, a Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree, a Vogue Business 100 Innovator honoree, and a 10+ year veteran of the luxury fashion industry. And during my career journey, Amazon brought me over to stand up their luxury division. And so I onboarded luxury brands with an emphasis on Black luxury brands, okay, and I got to onboard Anima Iris, and Wilglery and her team were amazing. Love her bags down, own more than a couple. They're not within my reach right now, but wanted to shout her out because her bags are still produced on the continent of Africa as well. So support her bags. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, girlies, because it has to go without saying. Black people are in the mix with a lot of things, okay? And this is one of them. So just as China is making sure to assert their contribution and their attribution to the luxury handbag industry, I want to make sure that we assert and attribute Black people's contribution, which is specifically in Kano, Nigeria, via these tanneries. So yeah.
So guys, after watching all this video, what I can say is that the only thing that is most valuable in your life is yourself. Any other things, especially material things, are a plus. The material things don't determine your value. So take care of yourself. Make a good choice. Don't stress over material things of life. Value yourself and surely you will live a good life. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye. I love you.